Hello, hello. Today with Erica Faye, I have a couple pocket letter pages to share with you today. So a little spring fun. These were spring theme. These were hosted over at Papercraft and Swaps, and they were made for two different partners. So this swap was hosted by Barb, and she chose the spring theme. So I have two different partners that these will be getting ready to ship out to. I figured that since I made two, they're both spring, I would share them in the same video. So maybe this will inspire y'all. I also will have a tutorial on how to make this pocket pouch, like an envelope, pocket pouch, whatever you want to call it. So stay tuned for that. I will link it down below. And then I will also have a video that I will link below too. If you are new to pocket letters or you're not sure really how to go about creating one, there's always new crafters. There's always people that are new to crafting a particular type of craft. In paper crafting, this is something that we swap and that we create and people like to collect. So I highly recommend, if you are not familiar with it, you can find several different tutorials on how to do it. I just made a video on my top tips on how I make one. Not necessarily a tutorial, but just telling you and explaining to you what you can do and how you can get creative. So if you're interested in watching that, I will link that below as well. So let's get started. The first pocket page that I have here, 9 pocket page, pocket letter, and spring theme. This is a Simple Stories line when it comes to the foam stickers and some of the ephemera. These are just different printed cardstock, a little bit thicker for the background that I purchased in a set that's spring from Hobby Lobby. And then the solid colors are embossed, just solid cardstock that I embossed. We had to have a little dangle element, and this is the dangle element that I went with. I kind of stuck with the theme, spring with flowers and then some little butterflies and a tassel, and put a little eyelet here with a flower. Put some embellishments on the outside and on the inside. This is a bow that I created with a die from Amazon, and you can make this into a daisy or a sunflower. I put a little button here that I created on my We Are Memory Keepers button press, and then I embellished it with a bunch of little goodies. And then I added some pom-pom trim, some trim here, rickrack, as well as on the bottom, and just a regular checkered ribbon there. The little pearlies, some foam, little stickers, wonderful, some ephemera, and some little pearls here. And then we flip it over and all the goodies inside. I went with some wood chips that are spring. I die cut some butterflies, some little flowered paper clips, some blank tickets, some layered and gold foiled butterfly stickers, some little flag pennants that are on little pins that have a little pearl at the top. Put some little chipboard frames here in a rainbow. Some little flat back cabochon fun there. Some little chipboard stickers here. And a little tag that I put some ribbon trim on. So this is the first pocket page. I have a little bag of goodies. This is a little treat bag from Dollar Tree, and there's some little candies in there. No chocolate because we don't want it to melt, unfortunately. The warmer weather's here. This little pouch, paper pouch, my mom made it. I embellished it with a little wax seal, as you can see here, flower, and it has a little butterfly, and put a little Velcro clip. On the inside is these little pouches that have that are shaped in a pink heart. I purchased this off of Temu. And then I made some buttons and embellished those beauties. And then they can use those in any of their crafting that they would like. So those are already made for them. I also included a little cut aparts, some little embellishments here, bag topped them, put them in a little solo bag. I embellished this little journal. You can find these in a recent Michael's haul. My mom picked up, put a little tulip flower paperclip, embellished the front, enjoy your life, put a little ribbon here with a spring ribbon with a little flower and leaf on a little light bulb or board pen, whatever you call those. I embellished a little mechanical pencil with glued little E6 with some E6000, glued some little pearls here to make that little mechanical pencil pretty. And then I embellished this lovely pocket, and then I made this pocket. I will have a tutorial linked below. It is made with one 12 by 12 sheet piece of cardstock. So then you can just open it up and put it inside to protect your pocket page. So, like this. So I'm going to very carefully close the pocket page up like this, and then place it inside here very carefully. So that way the pocket page is protected during shipping. And then I can just enter and put this in, tie it up, and put it into a box with the other goodies. So that's the first one. And then the second one is, again, spring themed. It's very cute. I used a spring line. It was a woodland spring line that was from Pretty Little Studio. So that's where these papers came from, and the stickers or embellishments that you see here with the little squirrel or chipmunk and the ducks, the little rabbit. So all the background paper is from that pack. It was a little 6x6 pack, actually, of paper. And then I embellished on the inside as well as on the outside. The Hello was a die that I purchased off of Amazon or Temu. I will link it below. And it's layered with glittered paper. And then the spring is a chipboard piece sticker. And then I also made a little embellished button here. Use the same paper that I used here. We have on the outside a little flower, and here another little embellished flower. I put ribbons on the ends, and this is how it turned out. And then the little dangle, I did little charms, wood pieces here, and little gold charms and flowers. And then flip it around back, I die cut some baskets, which you will see in the other pocket page over there. I did the little box. I guess I didn't talk about that, did I? This is die cut little pockets with greenery. I will link this die. I purchased it on Amazon. Some little wood chip butterflies, a butterfly and a bow paper clip. Some little flower stickers in the back, and then some burlap little flowers there. I cut out some little punches from a Stamp It Up punch with the same papers. Some tickets, little ladybug embellishments here that are buttons, decorative buttons, but you can cut off the back to make them flat backs if you'd like, but I left them in case the receiver would like to use them for a button. Some little ephemera there, some ephemera here from Spellbinders. I created a little bag of my own mixture of sequins mix that has mushrooms, little hedgehogs, and little green leaves. And then we have some die cut deer there from a Stampin' Up punch. And then again, here we have two larger butterflies that are gold foiled and layered stickers. I also created a little bag of goodies here with candies in there, as well as this little ephemeras here cutouts, and bag topped it with this little butterfly. Again, a little notepad that I embellished and put a little dragonfly paper clip there, some little charms here of a flower and butterfly, and a mechanical pencil that I embellished with some flatback pearls. A little pouch here that my mom made again for me. I embellished it with a wax seal and put silver pen over to highlight the butterfly. And then here I embellished some buttons that I created on my We Are Memory Keepers button press. And put a little Velcro dot there. And then this is the pouch that I made for this pocket letter. So this is from the same Pretty Little Studio, but a 12 by 12 sheet pack. And this was from a summer line, but it looks like spring too. I love it. Isn't it absolutely adorable with the little duck and the bird, butterfly and flowers, and this little duck here with the little flower hat and the dragonfly on its tail? Absolutely darling. I put a little yellow ribbon that was here on the ends to match. And then these little epoxy stickers that say, hey there, just for you. And then layered pom-pom on pom-pom trim. And I just absolutely love the little ladybug. And you can embellish more, but I kept it simple on this just to let the paper itself speak because it's absolutely darling. I love it. And I love that it can be spring or summer. So I used it in this case as spring, but this was from a summer collection. And that's it for this project share. Like I said, if you're interested in any of this on how to make this little pouch, you can find the tutorial. I'll link it in the description below. And if you'd like my top tips on how to create and what I recommend on creating these pocket pages, then please find that video below as well. I hope this inspired you. I hope you're having a lovely, happy spring. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye!